give us Kevin Shaw's ideal jet ski. You can grab anything from all three major manufacturers. Sea-Doo, Yamaha,
They don't
Kawasaki.
make it. They don't make it.
No, they don't. If you made it, what would it look like?
Oh, geez. Using existing parts.
Yeah.
I have to Dr. Frankenstein this thing.
Yeah. And I'll give you mine afterwards. We'll see how we line up.
All right. Cowie Ultra Hull. GTI / RXPX deck.
So the ST3
big
top
glove
deck.
box, big front storage, more storage than ST3. I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn on power plant because the Ace has been doing really well, but the Ace is so sensitive. So I would almost go Yamaha, but boy, I've been hearing some nightmare stuff about the SVHO recently. But I think I'd go 1.8 liter just because it can make so much power so easy. And then pump, I would stay Kawasaki pump, Kawasaki mid bearing, no carbon seal, no wear ring, no plastic wear ring. But definitely Yamaha ride braking over any of the others. I like Yamaha's ride more than anyone else. Dash, the Cowie Dash has grown on me.
Yeah, but it's not a touch screen like the Sea-Doo. It's not a touch screen, right? Which is
no, it's not a touch screen.
Yeah.
But I don't like the split screen. I don't like that it's so narrow and it's a split screen. And I vehemently like flames on the side of my face, despise the BRP Go app and the interface for that.
Well, that buzzer in the Yamaha. So we're hoping that they can fix that. But just going back to, we're very similar in terms of our perfect jet ski. So I love the Sea-Doo ST3 hull. So that is Fish Pro Sport. I love. Sorry, hull top deck. Sorry, correction.
Oh, I was about to end this.
I meant top.
Screw this guy. I'm taking.
No, so top deck ST3. So that's Fish Pro Sport, Fish Pro Trophy, GTX Limited, Explorer Pro, which I know you love. So that easy access storage area, as we both have discussed, is actually the smallest bow storage out of Yamaha and Kawasaki, even the new Kawasaki, which has a reconfigured storage area. But it's so much more accessible and easy to use. I love the extended rear deck you can get on ST3. It's great for link accessories if you've got to just do a ready-made fuel system. As far as, in our hull, I'm kind of torn between the FXHO hull, which is great in ocean riding. I really love the Ultra hull. I did like a week in Alaska on an Ultra LX
but
hull.
The Ultra's wet, dude. It's
very wet. That's right. So, and for the engine, I'm probably going to go for the 1630 non-supercharged Ace, mainly for fuel economy, but I do love the power of the 1.8 in the Yamaha. So I find the 1.5 Cowie a bit thirsty. The other thing I noticed, we did some back-to-back testing just last week, and I jumped off a Sea-Doo, and it hooks up so much easier and better than the latest FXs. And obviously it's got a scoop grate, and it does pick up a little bit more sediment, the Sea-Doo versus the Yamaha. But the Yamaha really just coughs in between the chops. So I'm kind of looking at that now. But I also am a convert of the IDF, the Intelligent Debris-Free Debris Removal System. I was a real skeptic when that came out. You had your reservations at first. You were actually covering in detail the numerous updates that BRP undertook, but that's a game changer, that technology now, and I think it's a competitive advantage, and I don't know what Yamaha and Kawasaki can do to counter it, but I used it quite a few times on a lengthy run, and so I got to say I really love the efficiency of that 1630 Sea-Doo engine. I'm not a fan of that hull. We discussed this as well. That's it. So the ST3 is a dry ride because the waves splash out like that, but when it lands, it pushes you all over the shop, whereas the Cowie and the Yamaha, cut through that cross chop nicer. The other thing we noticed, you probably spotted this when you went to the review of the 22 and 23 Yamaha Wave Runners, they've changed the ride plate on the HO. It's got a deeper cut to bring the nose up. The SVHO carried over with the 2019 plate. I've got to say, even though it's a wetter ride, I do prefer the nose coming down a bit because it does bounce around a bit now. And Yamaha, I think, did that to try and bring the top speed up. When we did our testing, it went from like 90 kilometers an hour. Sorry, I don't talk miles an hour, to about 90, I want to say, what was it, 98, 99 kilometers an hour. So, yeah, there's an extra, 5 mile an hour now from 22. But in terms of the infotainment, I love that Sea-Doo sound system. You know, it's got plenty of bass, plenty of volume. I know you hate sound systems, but if you're that type of rider, it's the way to go.
I'm just a grouchy old man now.
Yeah, and I love the Yamaha grips more so than the ST3 grips, because whenever I ride a Sea-Doo, it pushes my thumb, even with a set of gloves on, it pushes it right up against that plastic shroud. And as soon as your gloves get wet, you end up with blisters after an hour. So first world problem. I've solved that by putting some motocross donuts like neoprene. That's it. So that kind of helped me. But even better than that, just move your hands further apart. That kind of solved a lot. So, I think I'm really enjoying seeing Kawasaki making a comeback now. They've expanded the non-supercharged LX range. I don't know what the market share is like in the US, but in Australia, they're only about 5% of the market. And this is the brand that made jet ski a household name. So we really want to see them compete, which will force Yamaha to compete and will keep Sea-Doo on its toes. So,
hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.